Everything in this video was streamed live on the Mark YouTube channel, where we go live with a variety of content 3 to 4 times a week. Make sure to stop by and check it out if you can. It means a lot and helps support the channel so we can pump out more content. Link in the description. Alright.
On May 26th, 2011, Christian was directed to a troll-created forum site called Tomboys and Tomgirls of Virginia. He signed up under the username Cookie Dashy, using the character Apple Dash from the cartoon series My Little Pony Friendship is Magic as his avatar, and made an introductory post. Even though he did not explicitly reveal his true identity, his unique writing style was unmistakable. Hello, fellow Tomgirls, close parentheses. Y'all may address me by my screen name in the board talk. I like music, makeup, dressing up in my mini, having fun and hanging with my girlfriends, karaoke, video games, crafting, and art. I am also empathetic, so I can understand other people's feelings as well as my own. I am a dynamic, complex individual. I do not have many dude pals because I have my own mental hang-ups against the majority of them. Nothing personal. I have a history of being bullied by some mean brutes, as well as homosexuals, over the internet. Cyberbullies / trolls / anons are a hot button with me. I prefer not to discuss that issue further. And I'm an all-around good, friendly, honest, heterosexual tomgirl. Thank you all for offering me respect, as I respect each of you and your opinions on the board. Later that day, he made a post about coming out as a tomgirl to his parents, revealing that his mother told him that she didn't raise up a daughter and that his father called him a f***.
Damn.
Chris then revealed that he started using the ladies' bathroom, saying that it felt good and right. But after 4 visits to the women's facilities, a woman complained about him to a so-called brute male, who accosted him, embarrassing him. Chris then stated on the forum that his mother had tried to bribe him into wearing male underwear again, but he relented. He continued to make sporadic comments and posts on the forum.
So Barb was trying to stop Chris from like transitioning, even though like Chris was just kind of like experimenting with all this like tomgirl stuff. That's funny.
On June 10th, Chris
needs to make a makeup tutorial.
In which he complains about the program not being made available on Nintendo's latest handheld
literally
console,
just be the Joker,
the Nintendo 3DS,
the Joker makeup
which he had
tutorial.
recently purchased.
Nintendo 3DS. The update, eShop, and internet capabilities are available today. Everything! Yay! Flipnote Studio should also be on a 3DS, but it's not available in the eShop. You cannot transfer it either. Don't make us wait. We want to play with our studio now. We don't want to wait for a new memo. Give it to us now by putting it in the eShop. Nintendo, we know you can do it. We want to rock and play in our studio on 3DS.
This is 2010, right? So 2010, like the 3DS was out. That's so crazy. That's so crazy because I got a 3DS when it came out, and it's crazy to think like Chris is talking about the 3DS when I was just a little kid, like playing like Super Mario 3D Land.
At around the same time, Chris made a post on the Tomboys and Tomgirls forum, lamenting over his current lack of friends. He commented that a friend of his told him that it would be difficult for him to find women who would want to engage with him sexually if he had no male friends. But due to his mental hang-ups against the male population, he found himself incapable of building friendships with men. Hence, he asked the forum members for advice. After numerous contributors told him about the benefits of using Facebook to keep in touch with their friends, Chris told them about the dangerous possibility of talking with trolls or cyberbullies who are pretending they were someone else, gaining their trust and seeking private information. He offered a couple of accounts of such occurrences as examples. Take for example the author of the comic book series featuring that yellow electric hedgehog, Sonichu, if I remember correctly.
For example.
Before a time, the author had a clean history. Then cyberbullies and trolls attacked him greatly. Now Googling his name will result in over 1 million results of
least obvious op, by the way.
Throughout June, Christian and Jackie were trying to organize a meetup on the 4th of July. Jackie planned to go to Washington, D.C. then, and wanted Chris to come as well. He was hesitant regarding the long travel distance, and that his parents would most likely protest against the trip out of fear of him getting tricked again. After agreeing upon...
That's so crazy. This is like 28-year-old dude still having to ask like permission from his parents to like dip. Like go on like trips that they want to go to.
2 days before the planned excursion, Chris finally revealed his plans to his mother. She disapproved of his motives, believing he was making the trip
Chris,
for the
we live in a
purpose of
society.
sex, and also made the case that the family cars were very troublesome and may break down along the way. Heartbroken by the news, Jackie suggested a compromise. She wanted him to dress up his inflatable sex doll as herself, with a picture of her face covering the sex doll's
I keep forgetting
face.
that Jackie
She
is still
requested
that
he take
freaking
out the doll on
Alec.
date sites, such
That's
as
so
McDonald's,
stupid.
and
I hate
finish
this
the day
arc.
with Chris and the sex doll, enjoying the firework display in Charlottesville. Jackie wanted him to film the entire ordeal and share it privately with her via a file-sharing website. Christian told her that he wouldn't film any possibly incriminating videos, be they public or private. He added that they could still meet up some other time in Charlottesville. Jackie was crestfallen by his refusal, and that he would submit to his mother so easily. She highlighted that he didn't even consider getting a bus to her location. This resulted in many days of email arguing between Jackie and Chris. Jackie was bedridden in a state of uncontrollable sobbing, while Chris reflected on what it means to be in a relationship.
So beautiful.
After they reconciled and established that they both wanted to meet and advance their relationship forward, on July 11th, Jackie sent him a list of requirements for videos which he would film the following day.
These
were largely the same in concept
Chris literally never learns.
4th of July date videos with a sex doll. He made 4 videos, which he shared privately with her. In the first video, Chris dances with a sex doll in his room.
And now, Jackie,
Society.
I'm gonna go ahead and sweep you off your feet. Even though right now you're sitting down.
This is terrible, dude. This is not. Absolutely no fucking shame. It's great.
Next, he took his blow-up doll for a drive.
And after having picked you up, Jackie, and given you a good dance and song, we are now heading out to the restaurant. We're gonna have some fun up the door and sitting on the car and...
It's so crazy seeing this guy just got like casually record himself like in the vehicle like while driving. It's crazy. He did the tour of like his like town or whatever, and just poke like with the camera just poking it like outside the window or through the passenger side while driving, being like, oh well, this is over here, like one hand on the steering wheel, Chris just making sure to get the content through the, you gotta respect that. Can you imagine pulling up to a red light and seeing a guy with the Sonichu like medallion on like his rear view mirror? Not medallion, but like that little picture hanging, and it literally being Chris Chan driving the vehicle. I would have a panic attack if I was next to them.
The next scene was supposed to depict the McDonald's parking lot, though it was actually filmed in his yard.
Okay,
That's great.
So Jackie and I, we're here at the McDonald's parking lot. We are sitting on top of our car. We just enjoyed some apple dippers and Happy Meal. It was really tasty. It was. And even better, my professor here.
This is so romantic. Joker and Harley Quinn together. That's literally them. That's literally Harley and Joker. This is literally so beautiful. A child. He's a child. This is what Alec got him to do. It's so sad. But I mean, oh my God. Like, who do you blame? Do you blame the trolls, or do you blame him for not getting it together, not getting it in his head that this has been happening over and over for like the past like 5 years, and him still doing it, thinking that like he's gonna get laid? It's literally both of theirs fault. I don't think one has more fault than the other. I think they're both equally like terrible as fault. God, that's great. I paused it right before. That's great. That's beautiful.
The final clip depicted Chris and his sex doll in lieu of Jackie having sex in the Chandler's bathroom.
Here we go.
Imagine Barb and Bob hearing this outside of the restroom. Just hearing Chris make freaking dog noises.
Jackie requested that he refilmed the last clip of him having sex with a blow-up doll. In addition, she specified that she wanted Chris to act like a porn star with her and repeatedly ask, "Who's your brony?" as he humped her. She also asked him to draw a cutie mark inspired by the special cutie marks found on the haunches of My Little Pony characters on his backside. Christian did as he was told.
God damn it. Not yet. And now pretend sex, of course. Crazy to think Bob just dying like in the room like after. Like just outside the room as Chris is just making these noises. Fun
He
to
then
watch.
filmed a short clip of him flashing his bottom to reveal his cutie mark.
God,
but
I
due
hate
to
this.
the lighting,
I
nothing
hate
could
this.
Be seen.
Welcome to the stream, Desert Day. We're gonna stare at Chris's ass. Yep.
That's good enough.
That's great.
She wanted Chris to do a sexy tomgirl dance in Walmart, complete with hip gyrations, twirling, and throwing glitter in the air. Chris was hesitant to do the deed in public, citing the previous times he had been arrested. On July 14th,
That's why he didn't want to do it. Because he's been arrested multiple times. Not because it's really freaking weird. It's because he has a criminal record. Okay.
In a Walmart changing room.
I ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm not gonna be able to do it in the aisles today. What part am I not? What the hell?
No, ma'am, I live in Gainesville. It's about a 40-minute drive.
Anyway, enjoy the 2 minutes in the dressing room here.
He then pulls up his skirt to reveal a cutie mark drawn on his butt cheek.
Yeah, that's great. The recoil is insane.
Oh, the things I do for love.
Ah, come on. Come on. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on. This is just so sad, dude.
They also exchanged ideas for a future video called
He has no
Cake
concept
Farts,
of right or
inspired
wrong.
by
He
Shock
only knows the
websites and
consequences.
video, during which he would fart onto and then sit on a cake. Chris apparently came up with a way to get more air inside him so he could expel more farts during filming.
No.
He also wanted Jackie to come to his house and meet his parents before they have sex. She then
What do you mean,
specified
here
what
we
he should
go?
do and say during the cake farts video, including writing the phrase "awesome sauce" on his butt cheeks. On July 18th, Chris bought a $9 chocolate and fudge cake from Walmart.
No
He cut
way.
off a slice and ate it, and also the chocolate candies placed on top of it. After he took a shower, he filmed his cake farts video.
No way. No way. That's
I like
no.
those cake hearts.
That is no. Okay. Okay, fine. Come on. I have a really bad gag reflex. I'm going to die. This is terrible. That is not good. That is not, that is not good. That is not good.
Let's get this done.
That should not be done. Thank you for like censoring the whole screen. Hope no one ate. Oh my god, the stream is going to be. Oh my god!
Paid $9 for this cake. That's a lot of yen.
No!
Bye.
Don't you? That is cringe. That is so cringe.
Japan.
I thought he was gonna eat it, dude. I thought he was gonna
On
eat
July
it. It
12th,
sounds
made
great.
mention of his ongoing scheme to take down the trolls.
One of
citing
my
an
favorite
article
leaks by
found
the
on
trolls.
Hook website, which stated that the owner of the game place, Robert Lightfire, was a convicted sex offender, and hoped that he would be able to find similarly incriminating information on the manager of the store, Michael Snyder. Chris told Jackie that only she, his parents, and his fellow tomgirls and tomboys from the forum knew about his plan. Christian began a campaign of intimidation, which would become known as the Calling Out Saga, during which
Here it
he would
is.
give out hints at trolls' presumably true identities in an attempt to get them to come out of hiding. On August 6th, he made his first calling out video, directed at Surfshack Tito.
Attention, citizens of the internet. I am making a return. Y'all should know me by now, if in case you don't. I am Christian Weston Chandler, the original creator of Sonichu and Rosechu and the Electric Hedgehog Pokemon. And with that, I will now continue with why I am making my return. I am ready to initiate negotiations and paybacks with the trolls and cyberbullies that have
Bro thinks he
been
is doing
defiling
something.
me within the past 5 years, within the past 4 years. Firstly, I would like to make it well known that I have information.
Robbie is the Tom girl because
of
Chris
such
can't just write a
trolls
dude
and
to be a dude.
cyberbullies,
Real.
Of which, at that point, if I released them, they could be easily trolled back by anyone.
Average Chris logic.
And the first among the chopping block I would like to ensue, Surfshack Tito, or should I say, Don in Michigan. If you do not want me to reveal the entire photograph, or any of the remainder of your information of which I have upon my possession, You will follow my demand with a live video, unaltered. You will apologize to Sony and myself for hacking into the PlayStation Network at all, because I know you are responsible for that. And also, I would like you to, within that same video or in a separate video, apologize directly to my ex-girlfriend and her family. I would also like you to send me via U.S. mail $1,000 cash, American, unmarked bill.
You see Kratos in the background? He's right there.
Snail mailed to my home address in a long, small white envelope. After you have done these things, I would like you, Dawn of Michigan, to leave me, my life, my family, my friends alone.
Oh, his ex-girlfriend. It's still funny because they were never a thing to begin with.
Expect another video in the near future of another troll that I am well aware of.
Later that day came the second installment of Chris calling out the trolls.
I call to your attention Master Thorg, Thorg, or as he known in real life, Jeremy, within Canada.
Is he just like getting like these names out of his ass? Or does he actually like know shit? Or I think it said earlier that it was like a troll that was pretending to give him information, right? Is that what's happening?
Here is a sample of his photograph.
Pretty sure he got fed false info, like what happened with him thinking about what Clyde looked like. That's still so funny how everyone like accepts that Clyde looks like that picture that they found of like the red guy, the red looking like frat boy. It's so funny how that's just like accepted. Like, no, that's Clyde. That's Clyde Cash.
Stay tuned for another revealed troll, or slightly revealed, as I am on the payback.
Bro thinks he did something. Okay.
I win.
His final video of the day was a short clarification of deadlines concerning the two trolls he had just
Bro's
addressed.
actually a content machine. It's crazy to think that like most of the work that like Christorians did in documenting Chris isn't like them finding things out from Chris. It's just Chris posting things, right? It's just Chris posting videos and Christorians just being like, okay, mark that. It's not any. It's like most of the time, it's not anybody like going out of the way to like find things out on Chris. It's literally just Chris like giving the information, just giving everyone, the public, the information.
Between Don and Jeremy, also known as Surf Shack Tito and Thorg, my demands, I would like them met before August 31st. 2011, end of this month. I'm going to reveal your respective real-life photographs as well as the rest of the personal information of you two respectively that I have within my possession. And the police will catch up with you.
3 days later, he came out with his next
after Silent Hill
video, this time directed at Alec Benson Leary.
The one called Alec Benson Leary.
He's just marking them off one by one. It's crazy.
And he certainly is not an original.
There is a Trump saga. You'll see by the aftermath of the GameStop macing and much of the Trump saga. There is a, like, as in former United States President Donald J. Trump. You are spoiling things for me, man. That is crazy. What the heck does he even do?
Anyway,
Top 10 anime villains.
The human hobby place, of which he makes donations. Of which I have another expose about the game place. First, here is
why and how. Welcome to Chris Theory.
So, Chris, let's talk business now. What I would like from you is essentially a live video apology for all the wrongs you have done to me over the internet, including the copyright infringement on my Sonichu with your cheap, poor excuse of a 9-year-old Aspert you immature jerk.
He doesn't realize he's a villain in different ways. I feel like he does. I feel like Chris is... Do you guys think Chris is aware when he's doing something wrong? I think he's well aware. I think he's well aware but blinded by his like intentions. Because Chris does somewhat have like a moral compass, I think. Or I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to like word this. But like I feel like Chris is aware when he's doing something like wrong and like effed up. I mean, hell, this is a weird example to make, but like remember when he was so in love with what's her face? Was it Julie that he apparently cheated on with that woman from a High School Musical? What's her name? Vanessa Hudgens. He did, but don't even care about his actions. Always save his name. Yeah, but it's because he believes that like his actions are always justified. Ivy. It was Ivy. Okay, my bad. Thank you. It depends on whether or not he can justify it to himself. But I feel like he justifies it to himself every single time, right? Because he was raised thinking like, I'm autistic, I'm slow-minded, I can't, anything that I do, it's because I'm the victim, or it's because of that. It's because I'm autistic, and people can't really blame me for it completely. He's aware his actions are labeled as wrong, but his ego gets in the way and tries to put himself in the right. Yeah.
By the way, I know you're in Texas. You're in Texas, you fatty fat.
Chris is talking to me.
Mr. Robert Lightburn is a child molester and convicted sex offender in Illinois.
Chris is talking to me.
The place in Charlottesville is located right across from a school. Parents, children, associate families. I do not think you would want anybody who is a minor to go into such a place that is owned by a child molester. And I'm sure that in association, even though he is married, Michael Snyder has his own child molestation skeletons in his closet. He probably even molested his own daughter.
So is Chris just slandering right now? Like he knows nothing on Michael Snyder. He's just slandering. Chris accusing Snyder to molesting children is a reach. I think that's more than a reach, all right, man.
Would you fuck me?
Based bacon though.
789, Chen? I'd fuck me.
To meet Christian's demands before he revealed more information about the trolls, a falsified response video from Surfshack Tito was soon created, using the bare belly taken from a video by YouTuber Mr. Pregnant as the visual element over a voiceover allegedly provided by Tito himself.
I'll get you the money.
Oh,
I'll get you the $1,000 and the interest.
Okay, this is great.
Just don't release that video.
This is great.
With the picture of me. Just don't do any more, man.
This is awesome.
I'll do anything. I'll be a slave for a whole week if I have to.
This is not racist.
You made a wise decision, Don. As long as
You
I
made
get
a
the money
wise decision,
before
Don.
the end of the month, I will withhold the photographs and the other information. And you certainly don't have to be my slave for a week. I mean, aside from the slave laws and everything.
You know, if it weren't for the slave laws, you know, I mean, I would have been down. But like, I mean, like the slave laws, nah, it just makes it too difficult of a thing to like handle. You know,
Your move. Because if you don't respond by the 31st.
Thanos snap. That is actually someone needs that better have been made into a Thanos snap meme. If nobody made that into a Thanos snap meme, I actually will be like really freaking disappointed. Imagine, dude. I mean business. Sonichu.
In the recent video where I mentioned that was my ex-girlfriend, I did not mean that the way it sounded. I meant the term loosely, as in that she was a girl and that she was a friend of mine.
Bro was able to justify it. That's great. Bro was able to justify it. W Chris, I guess, dude. This is so stupid.
Dang it! I'm losing my seriousness here. Lost it there. But I am very serious on getting justice.
Bro's too much of a goofy goose. Bro's too much of a goofy gooper that he lost the seriousness. The goofy gooper was falling out. Damn, I missed Liquid Chris. He was funny, dude. I missed the beginning of the documentary. The beginning of the documentary was at least a little funny. Now it's just sad. I've been saying this for the past couple of streams. Now it's just like Now just watching this stuff, it's either disgusting or sad. Like it's not even funny. Like the beginning was at least a little funny, but now it's just like, yeah.
Everybody, please feel free to troll Mr. Jeremy Slow White, age 32, in Vancouver, BC, Canada, at the GameStop at which he works at. Atheist, be gone!
me at church.
Which, now if you excuse me, I'm gonna
Bro actually looks like Dahmer. Yeah, I think it's the glasses that makes him look like Dahmer. It's literally just the glasses. An overweight Dahmer, dude. Mark, am I male or female? Who am I to assume? That was the right answer. Who am I to assume? My PR team is celebrating the background right now.
This look, my womanly sweetheart named Jacqueline Rami. I love you.
This is so cringe. This is so gross.
Trolls and onlookers felt like they were experiencing a return of old norms. Yet another sweetheart saga, alongside another ploy to defeat the trolls. But little did anyone know, his colorful online presence would be suddenly cut short by a tragic event that would drastically change Chris's life.
I'm just amazed by the fact Chris has managed to look middle-aged his entire life. That is true, unfortunately. I feel kind of bad for Chris. Michael Snyder molested his own daughter. I do not have proof.